Guess what? It's pump out day. So I'm going to take you around to the gas dock where our pump is, and we're going to do a Blackwater tank pump out. Please join me. Let's start up the boat. Okay, I'm off the gas dock. I've got the boat tied up. Let's take a look around here and show you where the pump's at. There's the main pump and the hose that goes to the boat. That's the universal fitting that we're not going to use today. That goes on to the main pump out, where if you don't have a screw-in fitting, you can just hold it down to the hole where your black tank is at and it'll suck it out. So it fits in any size hole, no matter what the threading. I've got my own particular screw-in connection, so I'll use that instead. Okay, so over here is where we're gonna pull the water out. This is my Blackwater tank access. I've got a key for that. Let's show you the key. So here's the key that we use to open this fitting. It's flush to the deck so you don't trip on it. And these keys fit for gas tanks and freshwater tanks and this waste tank. You see it says waste there. And that fits right on there. And you twist that off. And basically I can just turn it out like that. Now I'm going to put on some gloves after this because this is basically the Blackwater tank, and I want to not get contaminated. So, okay, so I'm going to use just one glove on my left hand right now. No, I'm not Michael Jackson. This is my connector. This screws in like this. This allows me to couple the pump to my Blackwater tank. You do it tight so you've got a good seal there. Okay, now that's ready to pump out. Let's go ahead and grab the nozzle from the main pump. So here's the connector. You want to make sure this valve is closed when you apply this, because it closes this so nothing comes out. Any excess waste will come out if you don't have this closed up, so everything from down here can shoot out. So basically, let's grab this. I probably should have two gloves on. And you connect it to there, latch it up, and now I'm going to turn the pump on. Okay, the pump is now on. I'm going to turn this valve so it's open, and you should see some movement here. That means that's the insides of my black tank are coming out. There you go, see? So now it's vacuuming everything out of that tank. This is a very high power vacuum system. It shouldn't take more than a minute to pump out my 40-gallon tank. I mean, this thing is pulling hundreds of gallons a minute probably. So 40 gallons goes out like that. This is so exciting. A lot of times what you'll do is when you're done pumping the tank out, there's a little bit left in the tank, and what you'll do is you'll remove this fitting and you'll take a water hose and put water into this area and to kind of clean it out and put some liquid in there, and then you start the pump process again, and it pulls all that clean water that kind of was cleansing the inside, and it pulls it back out. You do it a few times and it basically helps with odors and gets the tank cleaner. What I'm going to do is something else. I'm going to go inside of the boat. I'm going to flush the toilet for about a minute, which cycles fresh water into the toilet and then down into the tank. So all that fresh water then will get pulled out, and it kind of cleanses the system from the other end. So let's go ahead and shut this off. Just make sure you wash your hands like twice when you're done doing this. I don't have that other glove on, but just be safe with that. I don't know if you heard my toilet running, but that was basically flushing the system out with fresh water. Let's go ahead and, this pump is still running. I'm going to open that valve and you'll see some water right there coming through. That's the clean water that I just pumped in. And it only takes a second. This is pretty much done pumping out. There's a little bit of excess in there, but it's not going to get 100% clean. Okay, I'm going to go shut the pump off. I'm going to close this valve so all the stuff that's back here doesn't come back out here. Okay, let me put these two pins to loosen that up. And to be courteous, you want to take this fitting and dip it into the water so it cleans any of the black water residue out from the inside of that, so it doesn't drip on somebody else next time. So there's that. I'll pull this and I'm going to stow this away back on the pump. Okay, my black water tank is now pumped out. I'm going to remove this fitting. This is my personal fitting. Some marinas have sets of fittings that you can borrow, or the universal. I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip this in the lake also to rinse that off and put it back on the back of my boat here. Okay, I'm going to take this other hand and close this back up. This is my less contaminated hand. And screw this back in. You don't have a water hose out here, so I can't rinse off the deck. Usually you take a fresh water hose and just kind of waste. There's some filth there. You do is just rinse this off so it was clean. So now I'm going to go and wash my hands for about 20 minutes. So that concludes the black water tank pump out. If I've missed any details along the way, things that I remembered later, I'll add them to the video and the text notes along the way. It's a beautiful morning out here, and gonna enjoy another day on the lake. I'm gonna pull back into the slip, throw some fresh water in the tank, and prepare for the holiday weekend. Hey, this is Kevin at Tiny Boat Living Adventures. Do me a favor and like and subscribe, please. I need you. Hey, we're family now. Thanks.